Okay, what's going on? So this is going to be crazy cool. All right, I've got something special for you. This topic is interesting. I'm going to discuss with you about how to, share my journey with you first. How I got to the point when I started generating 1,000 followers per day, every single day, no joke, on Instagram. Wedding niche, of course. So let's get started. I'm in a wedding niche. I have multiple accounts across this platform, and some accounts that I have almost 100,000 followers. New York Brides Mag, you should check it out. Colorado Brides Mag, California Weddings. I have like 50 plus accounts in this niche. But I'm just saying this not to brag. I'm just saying to tell you that I really binge research this niche. I really know everything about it. I research photographers, wedding planners, wedding venues. I really know exactly when I see a photograph or photographer, I'm going to know if he's going to be successful or not on social media. So, I nurtured, built audience around this, niche and decided to just stick with it, because no one is actually doing this. There's not a lot of people working in this niche. And maybe a year and a half ago, I told myself, I'm going to stay with this niche, in this niche, and just growth hack Instagram and learn how to actually go viral. And when I say viral, I really mean it. Like I was able to reach, 1.1 million people per one photograph and generate 2,000 photographs per post. On average, I was gaining 1,000 followers per day. I say was because right now I just stopped posting on my main account. I'm doing some tests where I'm starting to grow my account from scratch, but that's a topic for another time. So basically, let's talk about how I build community, okay? How I build community and how you can build your community and how you can get to the same levels where I am right now. So first of all, I'd like you to check out my page. It's called New York Brides Mag. Let me just show you quickly. Page, it's this one right here, New York. This one right here. I don't know if you can see this. This is my page, New York Brides Mag. Check it out. So basically, this is a feature page. I'm only promoting people who are the best photographers in the world. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of them. There's only like, a few hundred photographers that are killing it. It's super small niche, but this is just another point that I'm trying to, tell you that even though this is super small niche, it's about relationships. People love this stuff. So you can even grow a viral page as a photographer, wedding planner, or wedding venue, even in this small niche. So let's break this down into a few topics that I'm going to discuss with you. First of all, how to get started, feedback loop, optimization, and my perspective as a photographer. This can really resonate with photographers as well, uh, on how to create better content. And let's talk about the end goal, branding, and building a movement, like building your own Instagram avalanche. So, how to get started? First of all, I always talk to people about market research. That's something that every entrepreneur is doing in their businesses or their lives. We all want to, reverse engineer success from our mentors. We all want to reverse engineer successful businesses. So we spy on their ads, their funnels, their copy, their offers, their ad strategy, and so on. So from that standpoint, I will tell you, you can and you should apply, researching market on Instagram. So I'm not going to really dive deep into, detailed strategies, but I'm going to try to be not boring, but at the same time, I don't want to waste your time. I'm not going to do, deep dive into rabbit hole to tell you the basics, literally. But the first thing I will do, create a Google Sheet. Okay, Google Sheet means I'm going to have at least 40, between 20 and 40 accounts in a Google Sheet, and I'm going to track their growth on Instagram. Those pages in your niche should be, wedding photographers, wedding planners, wedding venues, florists, whatever you want to do. It's important to be in your niche, right? You don't want to put people in a sheet who are not in your niche, because if you're a wedding photographer or wedding planner, you're not going to analyze people who are into, football or soccer, right? Doesn't make any sense. So the second thing you're going to do, you're going to rely on two great tools. One is called Social Blade, And the second one is called Ninjalytics. Those two tools, they're completely free. You're going to use to measure how many followers people you look up to are gaining every month. And we're only going to reverse engineer and research accounts who have at least between 10 and 20,000 followers. The more, the better. So the reason we're doing this is if they're gaining followers on Instagram, first of all, make sure they're not some brand that are huge outside of this Instagram platform. Otherwise, you're going to be confused if they're getting followers from, like commercial TV show or, something else. I'll give you one example. Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton, they don't rely on growth through Instagram. They grow outside of Instagram because there's massive brand. So find people who are not big outside of Instagram platform itself. And this is how you know they're gaining followers through Instagram thanks to their content. Make sense? Great. Analyze their hashtags. Analyze everything in step by step, how many times a day they post. And most importantly, this is especially very, very important for you. I can ramble and talk forever about growth hacking Instagram, engagement groups, hashtags, posting, consistency, building engagement, relationships, and so on. But nothing will be as important as having a good content. And this is why this market research is very important. You will have no idea what content is actually good unless you reverse engineer, practice your eye, and just really research your competition. You'll know what content is actually resonating with the audience the most. So from here, you'll go to these accounts. There's some great tools you can use to analyze these big accounts and their best performing content, but another time I'm going to discuss about this stuff. So basically, you're just going to open these accounts who are gaining a lot of followers and check what kind of pictures are generating or videos generating most views or likes and comments, aka engagement. So the pictures with the most engagement, you're going to add them to your Trello board or notes. You want to remember them because you as a content creator or a business owner, you will now go and look for more content creators who will be able to replicate the content that's actually going viral. And this is absolutely the best strategy ever. You don't have to spend any money on ads, publications, promotions, influencers. Good content always win in the first place. And this is how I was able to create a viral brand page, New York Brides Mag, that generates thousands of followers per day by only curating and posting good content. And I spent a tremendous amount of time researching best performing photographers, posts from best photographers in the world, and so on. And by doing so, you're not only so, the whole point, if you're a photographer, for example, watching this right now, I'm a photographer myself. You can check me out, Alek Uzunovic. Some of my pictures generated 20,000 likes and 800 comments. Insanity. It's a different niche, but I'm a photographer. So I created those pieces of content with intention. I didn't go out and photograph what I think it's good. I actually went out and photographed what people think, what will resonate with people the most. Of course, I did not sell myself for the clicks and likes and comments. I still kept my passion, but you as a photographer, you look up to best people in the world, and then you model their success, get that inspiration, you steal their ideas and go out. Because let's be real, no one is unique. We all steal like an artist do, like Pablo Picasso said. So if someone comes out to you and tells you, this is what I do, this is, my art, I'm not going to change, those people have problems with ego. Sorry to tell you that, but you have to evolve. You need to work with people who have growth mindset, not fixed mindset. If you're a business owner, there's a lot of good strategies you can find out. People who are badass photographers, especially if you're a business owner in USA, what I'm working on with my client right now, which is a super exciting and great strategy. We actually reach out to photographers from Europe that we know that are killing when it comes to their content. So we know some people who are seriously just insane artists. Like their photographs are just completely crazy, but they do not post every single day and all the time because it's hard to create this good content for themselves. So that's why they don't have a large following on Instagram. But it's important for you to, everything starts with this market research. When you do this market research, you'll train your eye and you'll find out later on when you just randomly scroll to Instagram, check some random photographers, you're going to spot on right away, find someone who's really crushing it, who has a great content, but only has like 10,000 followers, which is insane. So those are the people you want to work with. And what I'm working on with my client right now, we found few photographers from Europe. One of them is from Eastern Europe, one of them is in Germany, and now we're just talking about bringing them over to United States and Canada. My client is in Canada to collaborate with us, create content. So we actually have a very limited, small budget, super small budget, but these people will come over. They have like I can talk in the next videos. When this project is completely over, I'm going to create a video for wedding venue owners only to show you guys how we managed to work with these people and create like crazy good content, because right now we're in the process of doing so. But the whole idea is like to find like 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 photographers and create 20 stage photo shoots on your property, your wedding venue, whatever, and use data to give these photographers and be like, hey, this piece of content went viral on these specific pages we want you to create exactly the same thing, and we're going to decorate everything else. You just need to come over, we're going to provide everything for you, models, makeup, wedding dresses, and so on. So it's super exciting, but this is how you actually create good content. And without good content, you can't do anything. For wedding photographers, and I tell these people often, a lot of people come to me and they're like, no, I cannot post 3 times per day. I don't have enough content. Sorry to tell you this, but you have to post 3 times per day. If you do not post 3 times per day, nothing's going to happen. You're never going to see, achievement of generating 1,000 followers per day. That's the ugly reality. So the best strategy for people who don't have enough content is to do the following: repost content that you have posted 7 days ago, 2 weeks ago, because no one cares. Trust me. You as a content creator, business owner, you're going to think people are going to be sickened or they're going to unfollow you because you spam them with the same content. But you have to keep in mind that's your perspective. That's not the perspective of people who follow you. They don't even remember what happened yesterday. We live in an age where people just keep posting all the time. And I feel, there's a statistic that says on average, we see like 700 ads per day on social media, which is insane. But when you think about it, you don't even realize it's 700 ads. Crazy. Not even talking about other content creators you follow on Instagram. So people don't remember what happened. And even if they do, they're still going to, click on like and comment on the same picture they like. They're not going to unfollow you because you post a lot. You have to understand, if you don't post a lot, someone else will post a lot, and those people will follow people who post the most. And this is the beauty of algorithm. Algorithm will display the content to the people, from the people who are active the most on Instagram. And there's this marketer, Grant Cardone, who said, I don't care, I'm going to keep posting 10 times per day, even though people tell me to post twice. And he's right. His YouTube has, I don't know, like 1 million followers, Twitter, Facebook as well, some crazy numbers, Instagram as well. So don't listen to people who tell you this negativity and false information, because those are the people who actually, have 200 followers on social media. So don't listen to them. If I tell you seriously post 3 to 6 times per day, do it. There's a reason why. And, a lot of people will unfollow you for sure, especially if you generate, 60, 70, 80,000 followers. People change. And, start from yourself, your perspective. You think people will unfollow you because you post a lot? That's not true. They unfollow you because they change, they evolve. Just because I was a photographer 2 years ago doesn't mean that I'm going to follow still photographers. I'm going to unfollow some people because I changed myself. And, start from yourself. That's the best explanation I can give you. An example. I was a photographer, obsessed with photography, but in the meantime, I became social media marketer / entrepreneur. So now I have kind of different interests in social media. I do not follow photographers that much anymore, as much as I follow entrepreneurs. So I unfollow a lot of people. And if you have 60,000 followers, a lot of people will unfollow because they have changed, especially in the wedding industry, for example. People get married, they don't have any reasons to follow anymore. Maybe they follow because they want publication to be, featured in your page, maybe not. But excuse me. The whole idea is to, people change, and once they get married, they don't have an inspiration to look up to. Why would they keep following you? So get used to that fact that people will unfollow you. And every single person I talked to so far, people who have over 1 million followers, 50,000 followers, and so on, they all have a high number of people who unfollow them. But your focus should be on prospecting with people who just followed you and people who will follow you in the future. So if you keep having 10 times more followers than 10 times more than people who unfollow you, you're never going to go to negative numbers unless you stop posting completely, which can really ruin your engagement and reach and so on. So that's how I started my journey. Focused on researching, focusing really on good content. I would kindly ask you to check out New York Brides Mag. You'll see those pictures are very curated and by photographers who are very, very good. Some of them are crappy ones, but they have few pictures that took off and viral. And those are the pictures I just, borrowed, grabbed from them, and gave them a shout out. Unfortunately, you cannot do the same thing as a business owner because some people will complain. You as a wedding venue, you can't just, steal other people's content and post. I mean, technically you can give them a shout out. Some 90% of people will thank you for tagging them when you repost picture, but you want to post pictures about your business. So that's why I'm saying having a strategy where, researching market, getting to know your niche better, learning what content works, and hiring people who are actual legit photographers, not some crappy photographers who rip you off with their, prices, is a game changer. And to put this in perspective for you, I know people in the United States who are charging, $10K per wedding, which is a lot of money, and their content sucks. Like, it's horrible. But they have their own like moody style and whatever, and they're artists. You don't want to work with those people because for that amount of money, you can hire, oh man, you can ship someone from Europe who's a badass artist, which is something what we're doing right now, and save like 5K and more, to be honest with you. And have someone to be on your wedding venue to photograph for days and create hundreds and hundreds of viral photographs instead of having a crappy photographer who charge a lot of money for wedding and delivering mediocre content. So I'm excited. This channel is going to be all about this stuff. I would really like to focus on wedding venues on this channel, but just to keep you, informed about this stuff, it's going to be in general about social media, mostly about Instagram. But as I develop myself as an entrepreneur and business owner, I found my sweet spot in the wedding venues. My passion is to work with these people who are in wedding niche. So yeah, thanks for watching this. I know I have only 10 followers right now, subscribers, but give me a sub. Let me know what you think about this video. Thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, so I feel like I covered the few topics I just mentioned, like how to gain 1,000 followers per day for wedding venue and wedding photography Instagram growth. Okay, cool. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to give everything right now in this one video because I want to keep coming back here and create more engaging content with another strategies. So thanks guys for watching this live video. I'll see you guys around. Cheers.